Happening now, armed and dangerous. A man on Texas's most wanted list spotted in Houston.
Plus, an accused serial rapist using dating apps to target his victims. Police now releasing his name but not showing his face.
And a warning for parents. A polio-like illness hits Houston. The symptoms you should watch out for.
KHOU 11 News at 6 starts now.
Kicking things off with a live look outside. It's all anyone has been talking about today, the cooler temperatures.
Yeah, put a smile on your face, and the good news, more fall weather in store for tomorrow. What's it look like in the morning? David, give me a number.
You know, highs today were in the 80s, but that low humidity kept it feeling comfortable. By the time we get to 11 o'clock, we're all dropping into the 60s, and then by tomorrow morning, getting up on a Friday, how about 55 in Dayton? Tomball wakes up to 59, Conroe 59, El Campo 59. Most of the Houston area wakes up with lows near 60, which will feel very nice on a fall Friday. Lovely evening out there. Take a long walk with the dog this evening. Low humidity makes it feel good. The weekend, things change. A little rain chance comes in, leading up to our next even stronger cold front, which comes in early next week. I'll show you what that means for Game 3 here in Houston of the ALCS. And then, of course, we continue to track the aftermath of Michael. Third strongest hurricane to ever hit the U.S. that we've measured. Strongest hurricane that they've ever measured hitting in the Florida Panhandle, guys.
All right, David. Thanks so much. We'll check back in with you. And this is an aerial look at the damage from Hurricane Michael.
Yeah, new drone video. This is Mexico Beach, southeast of Panama City, showing street after street after street of destruction.
Bo Zimmer from our Tegna team in Florida is along I-10 outside of Panama City Beach, where emergency crews are struggling to find a way in.
Well, good afternoon. We are along an 80-mile stretch of Interstate 10 that is completely closed to the public. Only emergency crews are getting by in both directions. We've got some of the ambulances coming by in the opposite lane here. Bert, if you want to swing around, we've got a bunch of ambulances coming by in this direction. Emergency crews from across the state and really across the southeast converging on this area, trying to make their way to some of the hardest hit areas that have been completely wiped out or devastated. We are actually with crews from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. We just happened to run into them here on I-10. They have all types of equipment, from these swiftwater boats to the Humvees and tractors and all types of equipment. Really quite impressive, this 20-vehicle caravan from Pinellas County. I can tell you we saw members of the military along this path. They've actually carved out a small section on I-10, one lane where cars are able to get through, where they've been able to get rid of some of those trees. So our team from Pinellas County looks like they're getting ready to head out here. We're going to be following along with them throughout the afternoon, and we'll keep you updated. Reporting here in the Panhandle of Florida along I-10, I'm Bo Zimmer.
That's really something. We pray for those folks. Track Michael and severe weather in Houston by downloading the KHOU 11 app.
We've gotten a lot of emails on this story. Police and deputies swarming an area in West Houston looking for this man, one of Texas's most wanted. David Gonzalez explains what earned him a spot on that notorious list.
Authorities spent hours searching this thick brush off of Wilcris and Harwin for 27-year-old Rolando Thomas Mendez. Mendez, who has a long criminal history, is considered one of Texas' 10 most wanted fugitives. By air or by foot with the help of canines, Houston police and Harris County deputies canvassed this area along the West Park Tollway looking for Rolando Mendez. Mendez is wanted on 3 counts of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and is considered armed and dangerous. Officers believe Mendez lived in the area and they were trying to execute a warrant, but he got away. Mendez is described as white or Hispanic, 5'9", and about 170 pounds. He has clear face tattoos, including red lips on his right cheek, the word Hardaway above his left eyebrow, and a money symbol under his left eye. He also has a large oil derrick on the right side of his neck. Authorities believe Mendez may be getting around using Ubers. Police say he is a known gang member and has ties to the Houston area. Police say if you have any information that can help him, you can call Crime Stoppers. Their number is 713-222-TIPS. Reporting in Houston, I'm David Gonzalez, KHOU 11 News.
New tonight, a man suspected of using dating apps to sexually assault women here in Houston has been arrested. Police believe Jorge Mar targeted 8 different women that we know of. This is a story we told you about exclusively last night. Stephanie Whitfield is at HPD headquarters. And Stephanie, police not releasing the guy's mugshot yet. Why is that?
Well, Len, it's because he's only charged in one case, and they want to give other victims a chance to come here and identify their attackers in photo lineups. That's also why investigators are being really careful about what information they share with us at this point. What we do know is 24-year-old Jorge Arturo Mar reportedly had an MO police had been tracking since last April. They tell us he used dating apps and social media to meet women, and in addition to the alleged rapes, he's also accused of robbing his victims.
It's not like they were in any kind of dating relationship. The first time that they agreed to meet him, he lured them into his car, drove them to a remote location where he sexually assaulted them in his vehicle.
We don't know specifically which apps he used. They're holding info like that back in case other victims come forward with similar stories. But police tell us this type of thing is happening more and more, where people are being sexually assaulted by people they meet online. So today they shared some tips to try and keep yourself safe. And some of those tips include always meeting new people in a public place. Drive yourself there so you never have to get in a stranger's car. Make sure your friends know where you are at all times. And another important thing is to stay sober. At HPD headquarters, Stephanie Whitfield, KHOU 11 News.
Today, the state health department confirmed 2 of the 8 cases of a polio-like illness in Texas are in the Houston area. 1 case of acute flaccid myelitis was reported in Harris County, the other in Galveston County. AFM attacks the nervous system, weakening muscles, making it tough to swallow and speak, and in some cases can cause paralysis. Health officials say viruses like West Nile have been known to cause AFM, along with environmental toxins and genetics. Though it is rare, there have been a spike in cases since 2014, mostly in children.
The physical therapy and occupational therapy, if it's implemented very early on and aggressively, I think that people can see a noticeable change and improvement in their functioning.
Health experts say you can help prevent AFM by making sure your kids stay up to date on vaccines and following mosquito prevention tips.
Tonight, a teacher from KIPP Voyage Academy here in Houston has been fired. The district says it's because she made racially insensitive comments to a couple after getting into a fender bender. In a statement, a spokesperson says at KIPP Texas Public Schools, we have zero tolerance for discrimination. We immediately made the decision to terminate that employee.
The Dow didn't rebound today as investors hoped. Instead, it dove down 500 more points. The drop comes after yesterday's big hit, plunging 800 points after fears of a trade war with China and the Fed's hike to interest rates. Well, yesterday marked the worst market drop in 8 months, and President Donald Trump responded yesterday saying the Fed is making a mistake to hike interest rates.
Yesterday, we showed you the first phase of this Memorial Park's master plan from Air 11. Today, our Jason Miles got to check it out from the ground, and it couldn't have been a nicer assignment.
Hey guys, take a look. I put on my running shoes for this story, and a bunch of other people have been out here all day taking a first look at these improvements. Basically, this is the first part of the first phase of Memorial Park's 10-year, $200 million master plan. This section is called the Eastern Glades Project and includes a new access road, new restrooms, new lighting, and 150 new paid parking spaces. The cost is $1 for 3 hours.
Probably the most exciting thing to park users is the fact that the Seymour Lieberman Extra Trail, the running trail that people know in the park, is now finally and formally a full 3 miles.
Here's another interesting part of this project. All of the new landscaping and infrastructure is designed with flood control in mind. Plants and soil soak up water, and new retention ponds are part of the long-term master plan, which is funded primarily through private donations. I'm told the money that will come from these new paid parking spots will help fund future upkeep of the park. And you can find a lot more about the running trail, all the new additions, and the long-term master plan. Just go to KHOU.com or the KHOU 11 News app. At Memorial Park, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
All right, you hold down the fort. I'm going to hit the running trail a little early.
You do that.
All right. Let's talk about turning a dream into a business.
Now, the state fair was the answer to this woman's success and even a possible TV show.
Plus, Mattress Mac betting on the Astros, why he's still rooting on a World Series repeat despite his win it all, you get it all promotion.
And staying positive, how one KHOU Junior High School is sticking to a commitment. Oh, going north, live look at the State Fair in Dallas, where the food, of course, is big business.
And one of those culinary entrepreneurs got her start when she took a leap of faith and changed careers.
Yeah, and her message is all about going for it.
Monica Hernandez has this chef's success story.
If you want to know what living your passion tastes like,
this is my baby.
Then meet Chef Cassie Jones.
I love what I do, and I think you can taste it in the food.
Her fried soul food is so good, she skipped the infamous State Fair wait list and landed this booth the very same year she applied. It's unheard of.
It makes you feel good, and I love that.
In the 5 years since, the fair has changed her life.
On the Food Network, on the Cooking Channel.
She won a Big Tex Award on her first try. Taste these gator poppers and you will know why. But it's the fried collard greens.
Thank you so much.
That keeps them coming back.
Her fried collard greens are the best.
To Abilene, back to El Paso, and they'll come here just for the deep fried collard greens.
But there was a time when Cassie thought this lifelong dream would not come true.
I have a daughter in a wheelchair that was born with cerebral palsy, and so I ran my own daycare for 15 years.
It wasn't until age 40 that she went to culinary school and started from scratch.
So whatever it is that you dream about doing, go for it. That's what I say. If you're not dead, you can still go for it.
Now she makes more in 3 weeks at the fair than most people make in a year. All because she decided to live her passion with food that truly feeds her soul.
Do you hear that screech? That's
Oh
my
my
tires
gosh.
making my way up to
Fried
Dallas.
collard greens?
Oh my goodness, that looked amazing. That was Monica Hernandez reporting, by the way. The State Fair runs until October 21st, so I don't have to leave right now if you want to check out Cassie's booth.
They need to get that bullet train up and running soon.
Just another reason why.
If you want to bet on the Astros and win a new mattress, now is the time.
Jim, Mattress Mac, Vale, and Gallery Furniture are in the final days of the Astros Win It All, You Get It All promotion.
Yeah. Last year, after the Astros won the World Series, Mattress Mac refunded more than $12 million to customers who purchased a mattress of at least $3,000 or more. Gallery Furniture will do the same again this year if the Astros repeat. But you have to buy that mattress before October 14th.
We hope we give it all back to the customers. I'm lucky I got insurance this time, so the Astros are winning. The town's excited. Go Stros.
Mattress Mac is no stranger to promotions like this. Once he took an $8 million loss after a Super Bowl promotion. This time around, he's got it all covered, as he mentioned, with some insurance.
Yeah, the Astros hosting free away game watch parties at Minute Maid, games 1 and 2 in Boston, Saturday and Sunday night. Gates at Minute Maid open 2 hours before the first pitch. Head to the Astros website where you can download your voucher to get in.